I am super excited to put out this video today. If you've been following along, listening to our podcast, you know that Motion.io has been in development now for about 4 months, but we haven't really publicly shared a sort of behind the scenes look at Motion.io and what it can do. So I wanted to do that today. If you're just hearing about Motion.io for the first time, what we are doing is transforming the way creative agencies, whether that be web designers, brand design agencies, logo designers, apparel companies, we are transforming the way you work with clients and also the way that you manage projects. Project management for creative work can often be one of the most frustrating parts of the entire process. This was something that myself and my other two co-founders learned firsthand, delivering over 20,000 projects to clients in our previous agencies and businesses. And what we set out to do when we started building Motion.io is create this one tool that allowed you to provide a client portal to show clients exactly where their projects stand, to get things that you need from them, like deliverables, like feedback, like content, but made it so that you had a flexible and functional way to manage projects and didn't have to work with two separate tools. Motion.io eliminates the need to have one tool for project management and a separate tool for a client portal or a client interface. It combines all of those things into one and has the features that creative agencies most need to work with clients. So today, what I want to do is give you a behind the scenes look at Motion.io, the best way I know how. This is my dog, Scully. He's 2. And what I'm going to be doing, and what I've actually already done, is create a project for Scully's fictional dog hotel. Scully is a successful business owner in the pet hotel industry, and he wants to have me do a rebrand project for him. So I've built out an entire brand for him. I've also designed a custom landing page for his business, and I'm going to show you how Motion.io works, where I am the creative agency and Scully here is the client. So let's hop in. The big thing about Motion.io is we found out that we needed to bridge the gap between project management tools, meaning we had a set of features that allowed you to track tasks, tag people in comments, assign stuff, set due dates, move due dates, but also provided tools for client collaboration, meaning that you can show clients a timeline of the project, you can welcome them to the project, and get the things that you need from them at every step of the way. And most importantly, what we found out is that Motion.io needed to do all of these things through one dashboard, meaning you didn't have to set up a separate client portal or duplicate a view in an Asana project to work effectively internally with your team and externally with the client. And Motion.io does just that. It allows you to have these simultaneous views of the project, one for you, one for your clients. What I want to start off with is the client's view, beginning with the welcome area that we've built in Motion.io. What we very quickly found out is that people wanted a place to welcome clients to the project that could replace some of the intro emails that they send and give clients sort of a home base for the project. That's exactly what we've done with this welcome area. So for Scully's Dog Hotel's brand and web redesign project, I've created this welcome area for him that basically just talks a little bit about the project. It shows a video of how to use Motion.io, so you can check that out if he's a little confused. And I've also linked some helpful resources for him. For example, my calendar link, should he want to schedule a time to meet with me, as well as a link to his contract and scope of work details, and finally, our shared Google Drive folder. So you can add whatever you'd like to this area, and more importantly, you can also reuse it from project to project. After the welcome area, it's time to go to Scully's view of the project and the primary area where he's going to be pulled into to complete certain things or leave feedback or give final approvals on various files and deliverables that are getting sent. For Scully's project, he can see that there are 4 stages within the project. There is onboarding, brand redesign, landing page redesign, and finally the landing page launch. And what this dashboard also does is very clearly show to him, my business, my agency isn't working on anything right now, because right under that, it shows the current things that I need from him in order to get the project kicked off and move into the brand redesign phase. Scully has 3 tasks here: a task to upload his current brand assets, a task to provide content for the landing page, as well as a task to provide images for the landing page. What's cool with the way that these client tasks work is that when Scully goes in here to upload his current brand assets like I've asked him to, he has the option to add those files from his computer, from a link, or from Google Drive. In this case, Scully uploaded just his logo as one of his previous brand assets. Beautiful logo with Comic Sans that says Scully's Boutique Dog Hotel and a cute little picture of his face. But then what Scully also did is he used Motion.io's visual feedback tool to mention to me that he didn't like anything about this logo. And he said, I'll go with your guidance, but I want something much more professional. So that comment's important, and it tells us a lot about what Scully's looking for. And I'm going to come back to that in just a second, what you can do with those comments. For the next couple tasks, Scully also provided content for his landing page. He just commented, hey, I want this for headline 1, this for 2, this for the body copy, and this for a benefits section. He also uploaded some great pictures of himself. He uploaded a headshot that he says he looks very handsome in, as well as a picture of a painting that his friend Finn painted for him. And that is one of Scully's real life friends. So Scully took care of these things, but he also left comments. With Motion.io, we wanted to make it so that you didn't have to look through those comments to surface things that you need later in the project. Let's head over to my view as the designer on the project and check out what I can see there. For Scully's comment on his logo that he said he hated, the beautiful one with Comic Sans, he said he wants something much more professional. I'm going to go ahead and click Create Task there. What I'm also going to do is create tasks out of the comments that he left on other onboarding tasks that he completed. For example, for the images, the headshot where he looked very handsome, I want to make sure that I use that later on in the project, as well as the painting that his friend so lovingly created for him. I'm going to create a task out of that. By default, the tasks that you create out of comments appear under the stage that they were in, but moving them to a different phase of the project is as easy as dragging and dropping. So for his comment about his previous logo, I go ahead and move that to the brand strategy phase. And for the images that he uploaded, I'm going to move those to the design phase for his website. What I'm also going to do is mark those tasks complete. I don't need anything else from him. I have everything I need. So there's client tasks, things that you are requesting of your client. But there's also internal tasks, meaning they're things that you are doing that you don't need your client's input on, but you want them to know that you're working on. And that's exactly what the design phase is of this next stage of the project. So for this design phase, I put a description on the task where I told Scully, hey, I'm going to spend a week designing your new brand strategy guide. During that time, you can add additional photos. But I'm also going to mark that as in progress because I want Scully to see that I'm working on that. And I also want him to see that I took his comment from earlier and I'm going to make sure that I make his logo look really professional and sophisticated. Heading back to Scully's view, you can see that he has now completed all of the tasks, but he can also see that I'm working on the design of his brand strategy guide. What Scully can also do is tell us how he felt about that stage. In this case, Scully was super happy with the way that onboarding went, so he's going to mark that as a smiley face. Your clients will be able to leave that kind of emoji feedback at every step of the way. Fast forward a week, Scully has been notified that his brand strategy guide is ready to review and he'll soon be able to give feedback on it. But first, what I did for Scully is I recorded a video for him on Loom going over the brand strategy guide and telling him my thought process behind it, giving him clarity into why I made specific decisions. So Scully will get notified via email and he'll get pulled directly into this task where he can click this Loom link and great, he can see this beautiful video that I made for him going over his brand strategy guide. Once that's completed, Scully's next task is to actually give feedback on the brand strategy guide. So what I did is upload that here for him, and he got notified to go into Motion.io and leave that feedback. Using Motion.io's feedback tool, Scully can click right on the image and leave a comment to let me know what he thinks. And if I wanted to, I could even prompt him with questions about specific elements. Because I sent him the Loom video, I didn't bother to do that on this feedback task, but you can see that Scully's already left a couple of comments for me. He said that he didn't really like this logo, that it was a little too busy, and he would like it simplified. He also pointed out that he would like another color variation on this brand strategy guide. So I created tasks out of those 2 comments that Scully left for me on that brand strategy guide. So I know that he didn't really like that logo variation and he wants a 4th color. I marked those as in progress, but when I have them completed, what I will then do is upload the final version of the brand strategy guide to get Scully's approval on. Going back to Scully's view, what I did ahead of time is left some comments and tagged him to say, I've simplified the logo quite a bit. What do you think about it? As well as I added a 4th color. So Motion.io makes it really easy to tag people in comments and clarify things for them, which is especially useful when you're sending out a second version of a file that you've sent previously. Scully responded that he loved it and it looks great, all is approved, ready to move forward. On my end, now that the brand strategy guide was approved by Scully, I can move into the design phase and start designing. I already have some comments from Scully that he left during onboarding that I've pulled into this stage to remind myself of. So I know for Scully's landing page redesign, he wants the image of himself on the page and he also wants that painting. And I've gone ahead and done that for him. So I'll go ahead and mark those as complete so that Scully then gets notified it's time to leave feedback on his landing page. He can also, if he wants to, leave feedback on the second stage, the brand redesign phase, to let me know how that worked. Once again, Scully loved that, and he's ready to give feedback on the landing page itself. Well, in this case, Scully gave feedback on the landing page mockup I created for him on time. Let's say that he didn't, and he was a couple days late, and that's going to cause the landing page launch to be pushed back. Scully was really specific about having this website launched before Christmas, but asked for feedback, and he was 2 weeks late getting it to me. What Motion.io allows you to do is edit the due date and delay it. In this case, let's say 2 weeks. And once you do, what will happen is it'll automatically adjust all dates back. So sorry, Scully, but in this case, you're not getting your website before Christmas. After I do get that feedback, however, it's on to the final stage of the project. That involves adding the landing page to a staging environment. So once I do that and have that as complete, Scully will be able to give his final approval on the landing page and then finally the landing page launch. As a quick recap, there are 2 views within Motion.io. There's one for you, one for your client. In your view, you have the ability to create stages and tasks in a project, you have the ability to delay things, to mark things as complete or not completed. We're also able to create internal tasks, which are things that your client can't see the communication behind. They just know if they are being worked on or not. And finally, you're able to take comments that your clients leave and turn those into tasks for yourself that you can either circle back on or address at that moment. We also currently have the ability to provide daily digest update emails to clients to give them a sense of what's going on in the project. Within the client view, clients have a welcome area where you're able to include videos, helpful links, and your clients are able to see where their project is at every step of the way and what's either needed from them for the project to move forward or what you're currently working on and what you have in progress. And they won't have to log in to complete a task. Clicking on a notification email, your clients will get pulled directly into a project and be able to start providing those things that you need. Finally, your client also have access to the various files that are associated with the project. So anything that they upload, whether it's direct from their computer via URL or from Google Drive, we'll be able to see that there and it'll be organized for them in a nice and easy to understand way. So that does it. That is all of the functionality we have in Motion.io at the moment. There is a lot more to come, a lot more stuff with automations and integrations and things you'll be able to do with the platform. What we have right now is something that we are ready for folks to start using and testing out. If you are interested in getting a chance to try this, what we can do is demo Motion.io for you, and then we'll even create a project template for you from the ground, providing support that you need to switch over from somebody else and use this for free, as long as you're willing to use it on a real project. If you are interested in using Motion.io, head to our website at Motion.io, fill out a contact form, send us an email directly, and we would love to show you around and get you onboarded to this platform. So that does it for my silly example of Scully's dog hotel and website rebrand. Hope you liked it and looking forward to providing some more development updates like this in the future. Take care, everyone.